welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome to today's tarot session, and happy Friday. Hey to everyone in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Anyone watching the replay, I go live Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Please do consider subscribing so that you can be notified and join us here live. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's week been? For those that celebrate Christmas, are you getting a break? Are you looking forward to some time off, festive time off? For those who are interested, the deck that I'm using today is the Guardian of the Night Tarot. Hey Janavi, hey Jolie, Jean, Nettie, Sunseas, Danny. Thank you for the list, Janavi, so much. Lena, let's get started. Lena, are you here, my dear? Jean says everything is good. And Jolie's had a good week. Awesome. Ivo, no break. Oh, babysitting. Keep on working, smiling. I'll be having a bit of a break. Yes, I mean, next week I'll be doing the. I'll make a community post about it. I'll be doing the lives as normal on Monday and Friday, but Christmas Day is the Wednesday, so I'll be taking a break on that day, just so everyone knows as well. But I'll be doing the usual Monday and Friday. But let's get on with the reading. So Lena, are you here? I'm not sure if you are. Danny, if you're here, if you want to post your question. Hey Lena, if you want to post your question. I'm just going to shuffle the cards, get the energy started. Thank you, Danny. I'll read for Danny whilst Lena's posting her question. So Danny asks, I have an Aries friend named Daniel who occasionally helps me out, but wanted to know if he's interested in me as more than just a friend. Let's have a look at their energy, Danny. Daniel's. How does Daniel feel towards Danny? Four of Swords, Danny. So, let me try and build this picture, because Four of Swords is really a kind of a pause and a stillness in energy. So I don't see them making any moves towards you at the moment. Can you see how they're kind of hidden and almost in hibernation mode, okay, with this Four of Swords? They're in rest and recuperation mode. So what Spirit has brought through is kind of their actions and intentions. It hasn't, because interesting, we've got this Six of Cups here, which is I think their feelings towards you, which is warm, and with it being cups, that there is some kind of emotion and a connection here. I think they feel relaxed in your company. They can be themselves is what I feel when I see this Six of Cups. But how they're not making any moves yet, as this is current energies, okay, Danny? They are in hibernation mode. So maybe not open to a relationship, not open to a connection, recovering from past connections. It's just not where their focus is at. So by all means, continue this connection. It makes them feel good. They're not going to be making any moves in the near future anyway, from what we see, because of what's going on for them circumstantially. They're taking this up. I feel like they're like opting out of dating, maybe something like that. It's just like they want to, for them, having peace of mind at the minute is their priority. So I hope that resonated for you, Danny. So Lena asks, does Victor plan on being in a committed love relationship with me in the future? So Lena, I know we've looked at Victor's energy before. Just remind me, have you been in a connection and you're now in separation? You're welcome, Danny. I don't do yes, no questions as well, Lena. I know you're a regular here, so I'm an energy reader, and so I can look at the energy, obviously, of Victor towards you and their intentions. But if you just want to give me, as always, everyone, please give me as much context and detail as you can about your question, your situation. It allows me to connect with your energy and anyone who is involved. So you've not been in a relationship, but you're in no contact. But you'd like basically to know if Victor has more feelings for you and would like to be in a relationship, yeah? Let's have a look at Victor's energy and feelings towards you currently, Lena. Okay, so Three of Cups is, it's a positive energy, okay? I always see this as kind of, so Victor's energy is, this card tells me that this person really isn't open to commitment with anyone. Three of Cups is kind of a more superficial energy. It can be a very social card. So they want to connect, you know, socially on a more, not on a deep level, not on a committed level. Their priority, their focus is about having fun, about having a good time, and about being very social. This is the energy that I always get from this card. Can you see how this is, are these raccoons, maybe, these creatures, that it's like they could be out, you know, socializing a lot, dinner parties, going to bars, whatever kind of resonates with them, but they're not in their energy is not about settling down or committing to one person. So obviously this is current energies, it can change, but again, their focus and their desire, their need, their focus, their want is about having a good time and having fun. So it's not about commitment at the minute. This can change. Obviously, I know that's probably not what you want to hear, Lena. This can change, but this is good to know, hopefully, and helpful for you to understand this is currently where they're at and where their focus is. So it's not like maybe that it's not about you, but it's just about what their priority is, which is about, yeah, just more, they just don't want to settle down. Whoa, cards are jumping around today. So Janavi asks, do you do past life readings? I don't actually. Where and what were we in previous life? If we had a relationship with a specific person in the past life as well. I don't actually use the tarot like that. I mean, I am interested in that, and I have done guided meditations before, you know, where you can go into that past life connection. But I've never actually used the tarot like that, Janavi. So Jean would like, who is next, would like an energy check-in general overall for my highest good. Spirit, what does Jean need to know right now? Please, Spirit. You're having to bring the Queen of Swords energy, Jean, to a situation at the moment, which is the Queen of Swords. For those that are familiar with her, is a very no-nonsense energy. It's about holding on to your truth, about not putting up with people's nonsense. I'm kind of feeling like this might be a work situation again, Jean, for you, because I've got this Seven of Swords, which is someone or a situation of an energy, okay, that is trying to get away with something. So not owning their, basically not pulling their weight, trying to go kind of under the radar of avoiding a situation. If they've made a mistake, it's about not owning that mistake, not admitting blame and not taking ownership from it. Jean says, yes, this resonates, yeah. And they're still in that place. So whoever this is that you're dealing with, they're still in this energy, okay? It's kind of like a trickster energy, really, when we see the Seven of Swords. Someone has been sheepish, someone has been quite sly, and not being upfront, and they're not prepared yet to take ownership of what they've done and their part in this. And you're having to be this Queen of Swords. So in this situation, so hold on to your truth. Don't be gaslit by this person. Make sure that you've got all the information that you need, say, to back up your experience and your truth. Like if there's any evidence, for example, that's needed, you know, in, like, say if it was the workplace, in an email trail, gather all that kind of information. But also be very direct in your communication and don't back down. We have got justice here as well, so this is like a fair outcome for you, Jean, actually, which I see ultimately in this process, which is interesting. But you'll need to bring that Queen of Swords energy to get that justice. I hope that resonates. Janavi says, this mystical world is so vast. It really is. That's so true. I'm interested in this subject. Yeah, sometimes experiment to see if science wins or this mystics. Yeah, I always see science is you know, is not separate to this world of mysticism. I don't know if you've explored subjects such as like quantum leaping and things like that as well. For anyone here as well, it's very interesting, and there's so much that we don't know even as well yet, isn't there? We only know the tip of the iceberg. Yes, Jean, sorry, fair for you. So a just outcome for you, a positive outcome for you with that justice card at the end. So thank you, Jolie, for your question. Yes, exactly, Jolie. Science is like an extension of the mysticism. It's although it's all kind of of the same source, really. I don't know if anyone's come across Joe Dispenza, who does a lot of science-backed mysticism, I suppose, if that's what you wanted to call it, about brain training and conditioning your brain and sort of accessing science-backed studies, but that reveal about how much kind of what we can change through meditation and through brain training, etc. Oh, Joni knows them. Yeah, I love his work. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Manifesting, exactly, Jolie. Yeah, and Janavi sees videos, yeah. A lot of his stuff is like around wellness as well. So like people have had some amazing experiences with that, of their health that have improved, etc. So Jolie asks, should I continue to explore going back to corporate until my business finances pick up? Interesting. If that's yes, no, I can rephrase. Let's just see the energy around this. If you were to explore going back to corporate, what spirit comments on that, Jolie? Yes, Janavi, I know what you're saying by that divine timing. I sort of, as I get older, sometimes I sort of almost lean towards, I didn't used to believe so much in destiny, and now I kind of feel like I do lean more towards there being truth in destiny. To an extent, I still believe that we have power and influence on our journey, but I believe more in destiny now than what I did when I was younger. Okay, but let's focus on, I'm going to focus on Jodie's question now. Let's see about going back to corporate. What would that bring? Options, choices, Seven of Cups. So this is you really, Jodie, like looking at your options and choices as you move forward with this. Spirit is asking you to be mindful and to be careful of some kind of like illusion when we see this Seven of Cups. Now this could be about a question sometimes about, would this corporate energy, could you realistically, could you do both? Because corporate obviously demands a lot, yeah. I don't know if part-time or something like that would be an option for you, Jodie, because there's this thing about, it's this card asks you to be realistic about what is achievable. Obviously you're capable of a lot, and it's not saying that you're not, but I think we have to be realistic about what, you know, if you went back into corporate full time, for example, corporate does have a tendency to completely take over your life. There's not much time and energy for both. But you know, only you know. You need to ask yourself and trust your intuition with this. Seven of Cups is about being realistic, not getting caught up in illusion, but looking at your options and seeing what really truly aligns with your highest self. Yeah. Is it about, could you go part-time? Would that be the nice balance to take pressure off yourself? Is it that you really, even though it's difficult, that you need to stick with this, your own business, because that's where your heart's desire lies? I'll just see what you say here. It takes a lot of time and energy, and usually manage a team. Yeah. Oh yeah, so if you've got your daughter as well and those responsibilities, it's just, yeah. So I mean, the question is then about, if you realistically, you know, there's only so many hours in the day, yeah, and there's only so much energy that you can, that one person can do it all, okay? while still, you know, like having some kind of life left, yeah? So it's a tricky choice, but the Seven of Cups is about being very kind of honest with yourself about what's best for you at this time. For what's best for you at this time, if you did want to go back into corporate, it might be that you just had to put your own business on the back burner for now. And that's okay as well, you know, but maybe being realistic about there's only so many hours in the day, there's only so much energy, etc. Now, interestingly though, we've got this Eight of Wands, which is like a very fast moving energy of forward motion. And I did actually feel that this is to do with your business, and that if it has felt stagnant and felt stuck, that this is an influx of energy and it moving faster for you, yeah? So timeline wise, I don't know if you can give this your own business, if you can maybe say, okay, I can commit to, I'm going to give it this, the next few months, say, or whatever you feel comfortable with, to give it a bit more time to see if this blossoms. I don't know how long you've been doing it, you know. I can see that advocating for my daughter is almost a full-time job. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just being a parent is a full-time job. So, but I do feel this Eight of Wands, because this is like a shift in, if you felt like that your own business or the plan that you're trying to do on your own has stagnated. I do see a change in this with this Eight of Wands. There is a shift in energy. Things will pick up, things will get faster, things will improve. And then these are the questions that you need to ask yourself of what, you know, your intuition, Jolie, knows what's right for you at this time. But the question being, yes, you could go this way, you could go, you know, you could take that cup, you could take this cup, you could take that cup. And when making your decision, I really feel like it's important to align with what resonates for you, what gives you a sense of ease, what makes you feel comfortable, what feels right. Yeah. And you know, when you have that kind of twisted up feeling and it just doesn't sit right with you, but you feel like you should do it, then avoid that, but go with the path of least resistance and what feels connected to your higher self at this time, Jolie. So quite a lot of messages there coming through for you, Jolie. I hope that resonated. Sunseas, if you're here, my love, just pop your question in the chat. So Sunseas and Nettie P. Hi Sunseas, nice to see you. Jodie says, yes, that makes sense. That was perfect and just what I needed to hear. I'm pleased for that, Jodie. Needed to consider all things, not just finances. Yeah. What a tricky, it's such a dilemma, isn't it, for many of us, I think. Corporate brings us security, but it also can just, you know, just kind of takes your life, really. Sunseas, would like to get advice from Spirit, please. So just a general from Spirit. So what does Sunseas need to hear right now, please, Spirit? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about a couple of messages here, Sunseas. So it's about reaching a certain level of security, so something that you have worked towards, something that you've been putting effort and energy in. So this can be like finances, work related, because it's Pentacles, so it's to do with how we show up in the material world. If you've got people that you care for, you know, it can be that kind of energy as well. If you have dependents, for example. And the Four of Pentacles is about acknowledging and really acknowledging, Spirit is acknowledging that you've reached this certain level of stability, and that's good, that's something to be proud of, but also not to just stop there. So not to really put limits on yourself and cap yourself at this spot. It's about sort of the nudge from Spirit. I always see this card to continue to try to expand, and this is almost just the beginning for you. There is this is all underground, this is happening underground, but there's a whole world going on above you here, that there's more out there, there's more money, there's more success, there's more growth in the material world. So be careful not to get too tight or too fearful a grip on the security that you've found. It may be hard won, that security as well, and that stability. And obviously Spirit isn't encouraging you. This has been one of your main cards in the last 2 years. Wow, okay. I bet you're sick of seeing it, Sunseas. So let me know if this resonates about some kind of hard-won stability, which is a big achievement, okay, which is a huge achievement in itself, especially if we've experienced a lot of struggle with that stability, yeah? And obviously Spirit isn't saying to put that at risk, but it's also not to block yourself, or to say, to settle, or to say like, this is it, this is all that I'm capable of, or be too scared of losing, like to keep pushing for change. You've saved every penny and budget a lot. So that's very commendable and that's very admirable. A lot of people aren't able to do that, yeah? That they can't build this stability. But that skill as well, that you're able to do that. Salaries are very small, yeah. They don't match the cost of living, do they? I suppose really the message being that there is more out there for you. There is more coming. Sunseas, and not to think that this is just it. Yeah. So to keep an open mind on that front, Sunseas, to keep an open mind that more opportunity to come, and when it does come, to capitalize on that as much as you can, yeah? To take every I'm sure you will, for it sounds like from your outlook and your mindset, but to take every opportunity that comes your way. I feel like other people as well will come into your life that bring this opportunity to you as well. Your intuition will guide you as to who to trust and who to take these opportunities from. So it may be, tell you what resonates with that, but your intuition will be your guide. Yes, Jodie, yeah, preparation, exactly. And there's this safe home, yeah, safe home, this burrow. I mean, there's actually, you could interpret this in many different ways, but I see this as like a safe space. But there's a world out here. That offers more. So Nettie P if you are, yes, sorry, you've popped your question. This is a general reading. I'm just having a look at Anita's question as well. So yes, if you could please give me more context, Anita, of your situation with DAZN or DAZN. If you are in a love connection, if you're in no contact, what is it that you think they're hiding from you, etc., etc. But Nettie P, this is for you. Sunseas, I'm glad that resonated. Have a lovely weekend as well. I'm glad that resonated. Okay, Nettie P, this is for you. Spirit, please bring a message through for Nettie P. What do they need to hear right now? Nine of Cups, lovely energy. This is about a card of making sure that our cup is filled. Nine of Cups is about, it's very much like a card of self-satisfaction, but not in a negative way. It's about taking a moment really to see how far that you've come. You see this proud peacock who is kind of reveling in what they've achieved. Nine of Cups is also talks about a wish come true on an emotional level. This could be in a relationship, this could be something. Tell you what resonates with this, it's an area that brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment, because what comes after the 9, of course, is the 10, which is the kind of pinnacle of emotional fulfillment and this really intense kind of happiness, really. And the 9 of Cups tells me that you are on your way to that. This is coming in. But the 9 of Cups as well is to really kind of savour and enjoy these moments, Nettie. So this could be something currently that's going on, a situation that brings you a lot of joy and a lot of pleasure, to absolutely make the most of it. Or it could be that if this isn't happening right now, then it is on its way to you. But a situation, a connection, some good news, a kind of a long-held wish, or a relationship with someone, for example, having that time together where your cup is really filled up, because I'm kind of drawn to these 2 cups as well. So this is really nice energy. Enjoy this when it comes. Like I say, if it's here or if it's on its way to you, Nettie. Really nice energy. Thanks for Janavi for moderating. No question today again, Janavi. It doesn't feel right that you are not having a reading, but obviously I don't want to pressure you to have a reading. But if you don't feel like you need one, then of course that's absolutely up to you. You're welcome, Nettie. So Anita asks, so Anita, can you tell me more though than that? I know you're in no contact, so have you been in a relationship and you're in no contact now? What is it that you think they're hiding from you? If not, what I'll do is I'll just do an energy read on them. DAZN's energy towards you, and just do an energy read and pick up on them. I'm just going to do an energy read on the zone. So because I don't know, you know what, because you're not able to tell me more about the situation, Anita, I'll just do an energy reading on them and see how they feel about the situation. With regards to them hiding something, that's not really, let's say without knowing more context, that's probably not going to come through. But let's see how they think and feel towards you in this situation. So they're in hermit mode, Anita, okay? They are, I don't see that they're hiding anything. But what I see is that, so the hermit mode is obviously when we go into kind of a recluse. So whatever's going on in their life, Anita, I don't feel like it's about this connection with you. But the hermit mode is when we go into retreat mode, when we go into, we need a period of solitude. And they maybe, so this may be something just that they do, you know, this is something about their character, or something in their life has pushed them into this hermit mode, this period of solitude, that need to go within to shut other people out as well. So I don't think it's just you, it's just like in general. It is, they feel like they are for good or for bad, Anita, okay, they are shutting everyone out. There is something going on behind the scenes, and in the sense that they're going through a period of reflection. They're trying to understand where to go next, I think, where to, like, or they could even be having a bit of a mini crisis in where do I go next in life, etc. So they're in self-reflection mode, and I would say that you'll just have to leave them to it at this time. There's nothing that it's not like they're up to no good. It's more that they're just in isolation mode. And they are, I would say, shutting everyone out. So just, if you want, Anita, if you still feel connected to this person, obviously you would just need to wait this out for them to re-emerge and to come out of hermit mode, and then they will be more open and prepared to communicate again, which is tricky. Yeah, it's very tricky when someone just cuts off connection, of course, but it's not, yeah, I don't see any kind of sly behavior going on. They're just isolating themselves in general from everyone. Janavi says, I'm usually confident in terms of career, finances, other achievements. I have an idea of what's going on and what needs to be done, except love relationships. I'm dumb in love and need help of mystic. I think we're all dumb in love, Janavi. You're welcome, Anita. But if you want to look at love, Janavi, I don't want you to feel like you're holding back on asking a question. Obviously, if you've got no question today, that's absolutely fine. But please don't feel be afraid to ask about love or what you need to know. if that makes sense. But I'll leave that to you, Janavi. But thank you for the list. So we've got Natasha next. Hey Tia, hey Shan. I give good suggestions to others in love matters, and I fail to implement those in my life. I feel like we're all the same with that, Janavi. Love really does. The rules don't apply in love, I think, you know. So Natasha asks, will there be a new job opportunity coming soon? I've applied to a job but have not heard from them. Let's see what's coming in jobs, Natasha. So I don't do yes, no questions, but I can obviously see what energy is surrounding you and career, Natasha, and see what coming next, movement, and this will give us insight and guidance. So Spirit, what's coming next for job opportunity for Natasha, please? Page of Pentacles. So there is an offering coming through. This is a very good card to have, Natasha, in relation to work, money, finances, Pentacles. And the page being, look, here is this offering. It's not going to, because I don't do yes, no questions, so it's not going to be, this doesn't apply particularly to this job that you're talking about. It could be that, but it could be something else, okay? But I've looked at near future energies. So for me, that timeline wise, that is from now up to 6 months kind of period is what I go into. And this is an offering coming through for you. So you will have that change, you will have that shift. Finances will become easier. This is like a, you know, if there was going to be a yes card to this question, this is very positive. Page of Pentacles can require for you just to continue to be patient. This is a genuine offer when it does come through. The page asks you as well to, this is kind of you getting to grips with a new job. The page is almost at that, you know, that new stage of when we're assessing and kind of working out what this job requires from us. And I see you in this energy getting to grips with this new job. And the peace and the stability really that this will bring as well. And then with it being a page as well, this of course can lead on to more. You can continue to build on this opportunity. But it's that change that you've been waiting for, and that opportunity. It is on its way to you. So this is very clear, very positive message for you, Natasha. So I hope that brings you comfort. So, Kick It, if you want to ask your question, please, my dear. So we've got Kick It, you're welcome, Natasha, Kick It, and Aniket, if you both want to post your questions, please. So Aniket asks, what is Tanya's energy for me? We are friends currently. Okay. Okay, there is some deeper feelings here that I'm seeing, Aniket, from them, definitely. King of Cups, I feel like that there is a potential here for the connection to become deeper, for there to be a level of commitment. King of Cups is all about being in our feelings. Being it king, that doesn't matter about gender, etc., but it's more kind of a comment on the potential of this union and this connection. Yeah, so there are deeper feelings I see going on beneath the surface here, Aniket, with between you and Tanya. The King of Cups energy as well, it's quite reserved and can be quite hidden. Very similar, you know, with the element of water, that it's like still waters run deep comes to mind. So there may be a bit of shyness here or reticence here going on about trying to hide those feelings. It requires a kind of a gentle approach whenever we see cups as well. It has a need to go with the flow, allow things to unfold, allow this connection to deepen. So this is obviously very new. You've become friends just recently. This is the potential. This is looking into the future. You may be having these feelings as well. So yeah, go with the flow, allow this to unfold. I don't think Kikit is here. So Shan, if you want to ask your question. Kikit, Shan, please post your questions. You're welcome, Aniket. Good luck with that. Keep us posted. So Shan asks, I've been getting spirit wants me to calm down. Looking for clarity on relationships. Now I'm at a stop point. What should I do? So is this in regards to kind of like love relationships, Shan, or just tell me a little bit more about this so I can give you the best reading? So you sort of, when you say you're at a stop point, Shan, is it that you're just taking a break from... I'm in contact long distance. So do you want me to look at this relationship, or you want me to look at how to manage your time when you've sort of got a gap in relationships at a stop point? Just give me some clarity around that. Okay. So let's have a look at this long distance Libra. I'm just going to pull one more. It felt like that came out. I'm not sure if that. Okay, a couple of messages here, Shan. So Six of Swords is about you are in some kind of transition here. Interestingly as well that you use the word calm as well, that Spirit you feel like Spirit wants you to sort of calm down. Just that the Six of Swords is actually in a transition period of moving from choppy waters, so lots of emotional upheaval and ups and downs, kind of being in the washing machine emotionally, and moving into calmer waters. So you're heading in the right direction, and be open and pursue that transition. Okay, allow it to happen. How you can do that, as well as with the Six of Swords, is about leaving some outdated ways of thinking. So maybe this is, like you say, wanting a lot of clarity, being maybe fixating on needing to know the outcomes of everything, or having a lot of anxiety around connections. It could be stuff like that, but tell you what resonates with you with regards to this overthinking maybe, or thoughts, like beliefs and etc., things like that don't serve you, and that have contributed to the choppy waters. This will help you move into a calmer state and maintain that calmer waters. Because with this Queen of Pentacles, okay, particularly this came through for the connection. Queen of Pentacles is really nice energy. It's about, I'm being patient on this and learning of our relationship. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles is, what I want to say is that it's okay as well to want and desire stability, Shan. And I feel like this is your energy, and that's okay to, we all deserve that. So number one, is this person offering you that? Because even though it's long distance, we can still be reassuring, and we can still offer stability in a connection. So make sure that you're asking for that, and that you can ask for that. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles is a very abundant energy though as well, so I feel like it's about being open to in a sense, like a kind of an abundant connection. Like if this connection doesn't work out, then there will be other opportunities, and there will be other people who come into the picture. But I feel like maybe you could test this connection a bit. Do you feel like that this person is this person reassuring? I'll ask you that directly. Because I feel like this is your energy, this Queen of Pentacles. You have a lot to offer, yeah? You are bringing a lot to the table. This Queen of Pentacles is very abundant, is very worldly wise, is open and ready for a committed relationship. So I would maybe push and test the boundaries, Shan, a little bit of this connection, and that you are bringing a lot to the table, and you have, you're open for commitment and a stable relationship. And I feel like you could demand, or demand's kind of the wrong word, but push the boundaries on this and say, look, this is who I am, and this is what I want. And I'm having boundaries in place, setting boundaries in place, and setting the tone more with this Libra, okay? And see, just push the boundaries. You'll either be pleasantly surprised, or it'll shift the energy, and then maybe you'll decide to release this connection. But I feel like it's okay to kind of force your hand at this point and push the boundaries a bit more than what you are. This is feels connected to moving into calmer waters. I think it's about understanding your influence and your part, and that you've got a right in this relationship, and you've got more power in this connection than maybe you currently feel. Hope that resonates. I'm glad that makes sense, Shan. So Tia, this is for you. Jay the Leo, cool, and I reconnected and discussed a relationship. All right, wow, okay, with stipulations. Ooh, what does that mean, Tia? I've agreed to it. Just going back to, so I've agreed to it. How is he feeling about us, or what are his next actions based on his feelings? You're welcome, Shan. I'm glad it resonated. So, Tia Bia, let's have a look at this Jay the Leo. Stipulation sounds interesting. Let's see what his current feelings and actions are towards you. Yeah, wondering, Tia Bia says, wondering if he is serious. Okay. Yeah, stipulations. I'm not sure how I feel about that, Tia Bia. Hey, Danny. Hey, hey. Tell us how it's all going with the job. Do you have time to stop for a question? Okay, let's have a look at Leo's. Jay the Leo's. Is he serious? What are his feelings and intentions, please, Spirit? Well, he's bringing King energy. Interesting, Jay. Jay the Leo. Leo the Lion turns up. So, yes, in an answer, in a way, I do feel like he's serious. The King being, you know, quite the mature energy. If I'd seen the Page of Wands, I would have been more concerned, because that's like has an immaturity of that kind of in-out energy, yeah. But because it's King, this feels more grounded. And I feel like his intentions are genuine and they are real. I've also drawn to that we've got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Obviously that just came through before for Sham, but it has a similar message for you, T, in the sense that you are now transitioning from choppy waters to calmer waters. So you will be entering a period of calmer waters where things will begin to feel easier for you, Tia. So that's nice to see. I'm just trying to read a bit more about this energy of the King. There's some ego, there is some ego involved here. Some pride. Maybe that's what the stipulations are about. I don't know. Tell you what resonates with that. I mean, if Leos do have big egos in general as well, that they need to be sort of soothed and told how great they are at times. But this feels genuine. It does feel like that their intentions are real. I do feel like that they want to move forward with this. Maybe having to have that they feel there's a kind of sense that they need to feel in control in this situation, Tia, as well. So let me know if that resonates. Oh, it does resonate, yeah. And that's connected to their ego maybe, and some insecurities really, that they have to feel like they're in control really, because the King of Wands is someone who I mean, they are natural born leaders, but also that they feel like that they have to be the one who is running the show. You don't mind him leading, that's okay then, that's good. And he needs to feel like that, yeah, that he's leading. It doesn't feel manipulative particularly though, or particularly harmful. It hasn't got, you know, a really sort of nasty sting in the tail. It does feel that their emotions and their intentions are real, but that's just this kind of maybe shadow side about Jade the Leo, or about him, is that in order for him to move forward with this connection and kind of enter into a relationship, it's really good that you've had that conversation, but he has to feel very much in control, and like he's, yeah, just that he's leading this situation, that he's on top in some way. So I hope that reassures you. It is a reassuring energy, particularly that I'm feeling like that he is serious about this. He's not playing you. Look, this is you, Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. That's interesting. This is Queen of Cups is someone who, you know, feels things deeply, is empathic, is probably more reserved from this than this Leo. But it's a nice energy. It feels good. It feels like a good place to move forward from. So I'm glad that that change has happened, TB. I hope you feel good after that conversation that you had with him. Okay, Janavi. Janavi asks, I wish I could time travel to the future and know what is going to happen. Oh, sorry, this is past your question. I'll read this anyway. I'm trying my best to be patient, focus on career and other stabilities, sure. Oh, hold on. What Spirit wants to tell me about the future of this connection? Regarding Akshay, I know the past, present, you're the Empress. Yeah, he's regretting. 9 of Swords, wants to connect with me but is resisting. I've set my intentions of what I want to happen between us. So what does Spirit want to tell me about the future of the connection? Yes, Tia, it is absolutely okay not to have the same pair in a suit. I see it more as like, you know, it's just different in characters, like astrology, you know, if you, obviously he's a Leo, he's actually come through as Leo the lion there, but it's just like that you are more, I don't know if you are a water sign, if you've got a lot of water in your chart, or that's just characteristics of you in this connection. It's not a bad thing at all to not be a match. It's just differences, you know, in personality can even be like opposites attract. But Janavi, this is for you. So what does Spirit want to tell you about the future of this connection? Oh, well, there you go, Tia. You're a water sign. So it came through very on an astrological message there. So Queen of Cups is the element of water, and King of Wands is obviously fire, and we saw Leo the lion there. Okay, so Spirit, please bring a message through for Janavi regarding the future of this connection with her and Akshay. The future of this connection, please, Spirit. 2 major arcanas. So much reflection, so much, look at this, sort of 2 moons in the sky, the Hermit and the moon. It feels so hidden at the moment. Is it going to tell us? Spirit, can you tell us more, please? Another major arcana. So there will be a transformation, because Judgment is a card of karma. We see this snake here. I don't know if you can see actually. This snake here has shed its old skin, so this connection will undergo and is undergoing a transformation. So we've got 3 major arcanas here, which tells us about the significance of this connection, the power of this connection. And this is a good transformation. This is positive, okay? This is being able to leave this, shed this skin that has outgrown. This connection has obviously been through a lot, and emerges as something different, as something new. Now this is golden, this is bright, there is magic, and there is flowers in this new connection. It's about as well, we know that the Judgment card is about reaping what you sow. So from what's gone on in the past, and the decisions that you've made, reaping that harvest, which I feel like is connected to you holding a boundary, Janavi, which is what you're doing now, because I think it feels very much when there's no contact and when you're uncertain of the future that nothing's happening, and that it feels maybe kind of pointless and stuck, the energy. But you're holding, yes, exactly, it does look like the sun like bursting through, isn't it? That you're actually like holding a line with this boundary that you're setting through energetically, yeah. And in manifesting as well, I always think that there's a manifestor that I follow that says that, you know, in these periods of no contact, how it can feel very negative. But if you can think of your outlook, which we're always working on with manifestations, that you can see that this is actually the best thing for the connection. Because what's happening in this gap in between that we see in this no contact, in this silence, is, you know, this is you in hermit mode, and the moon as well, which is about like our shadow side coming up, insecurities, anxieties, not knowing the way forward. Like you said, I would like to jump to the future to know what's coming. And the moon is like being in that darkness and only having your intuition to hold on to, only having your faith as well to hold on to. It's like really, if you can see it as like strengthening and deepening your connection with spirit during this dark time. It's pushing you into having to only have your intuition to believe in and to trust in the intention that you've set. The Hermit is obviously being forced into a period of solitude as well, which makes us look at things and reflect in a way that maybe we would never look as closely at these aspects of ourselves and our beliefs, say, whatever you want to call it, whatever's going on for you behind the scenes. and really trust ourselves, trust in spirit, trust that the intention that you've set, this is the path that it needs to go on. This is the divine timing, which we spoke of earlier. Trusting in divine timing, because it's very hard to think, I don't know why, what's this gap period about? So these are heavy energies to deal with, the Hermit and the Moon. We don't know what's going on. We've only got our intuition to trust. We're in a lot of solitude. There's a lot of sort of darkness and hidden things are being hidden from you, Janavi. And needing to trust purely on your intuition to go on, and your faith that this is what's happening. This Judgment card, and this is the what is emerging. This is the future. And you're in the process, this connection is in the process of shedding an old skin. So try not to see this gap as a negative thing. The energy is still active. There is still something happening here. The energy is still moving. And for reasons that maybe spirit understands and that we might never know, this is what needs to be happening now. It's not wrong. This is what needs to be happening. Exactly, Janavi. This is not a lost cause, because we see this judgment and transformation. Very much trust your intuition. That's what this Moon card is about, and the Hermit card. Use this time for something positive to strengthen this bond with your trust in yourself and trust in your intuition. Yeah, exactly. First two cards have quite heavy energy with the Moon and the Hermit. It is no denying it's tough. It's heavy energy that you're having to deal with. And the Judgment card is the end result of this. So try to see this period as still as being active, if that makes sense. It's not a waste of time. It's not dead energy. This is active, and this is happening for a reason. This is leading. This needs to happen in order to get to this Judgment energy. Try to hold that in mind. You see that lovely Judgment image there? Try to hold that in your mind when you are feeling very much this. It is gloomy energy. It's heavy energy, which obviously I'm not going to pretend that it's not for you. Isolated and just having only your intuition to go on is very tough when the path seems bleak. But look at this burst of gold, burst of magic, burst of divine timing. And that's all that kind of gloominess, isn't it? The old skin that has been left in the past. So I hope that resonated for you, Janavi. Three major arcanas as well. So Svetlana, you are next, my dear. Thanks, Danny, for posting your question. Janavi says, this was very helpful. Thanks for assurance that this is real and not just in my head. Yeah, exactly. Which is what all that Moon energy and that Hermit energy really tests you into thinking, you know, am I going crazy, etc. You know, what is this? When you've really got nothing to go on other than your intuition. So Svetlana, just tell me a bit more about this connection. Are you Have you been together? Are you now in no contact? The more information and context that you can give me, the more satisfying and better reading that you will receive. And I don't do yes, no questions. So I'm an energy reader. Look at the energy between you and this person, you and a situation, etc. So, but can you tell me, have you been in a relationship and now you're in no contact? In order to read for you, I'll need more context about your situation. So have you been in a relationship for some time? In and out, okay. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't do yes, no questions, as in you're saying, is he going to, are they going to contact you? But I can have a look at their energy, see how they're feeling about this connection now. Obviously post fight. You think that it's the end this time, okay. Let's see what they're thinking and feeling. Okay, so they still, ultimately, they still are up for working this out, Svetlana. So this is the struggles that you've been through. 9 of Wands is feeling like worn out kind of with this, yeah. Like if you've had, like say, in and out energy. So this is like maybe fights in the past that you've had. It's felt like a struggle, yeah. So I don't see this being, this time round, this being the end, Svetlana, because the 9 of Wands, unless of course you want it to be. But 9 of Wands is when you're really kind of worn out, you're really quite exhausted and tired about the situation, but you're still up for the challenge again, really to go back in for another round to try to work this out. Now you are nearing, when you say you think this is the end of this time, you are nearing the 10, which comes next, which is certainly the end of this in and out energy. So it's either going to be that when we see a 10, this is just before this ace, which is a new beginning, a new start. Now this can be the end of this in and out energy, is what's on its way. So you will begin an ace together, something, it's almost like this energy has to change. And I feel like that's what you're picking up on, and that's what's coming through. You can't continue, basically you can't continue as you are now. Something's got to give. So you've either got to commit to each other, or they've got to commit to you if that's been the issue, or this has to come to a close, yeah. So you are nearing the end of something, you are nearing the end of how it's been up to this point, is what I'm seeing and feeling. Now this time around, so I still see you reconnecting, talking again, getting back into communication with each other, and then reaching this 10 somehow, which is finally being able to put this struggle and this burden down, whatever the energy is between you that's caused such conflict and this in and out. So I hope that resonates and makes sense. There is a change on the way. Like I say, you either moving into a more peaceful, committed era with each other, or this reaching, like if you need to go your separate ways. But I see you going in for another round together, definitely. Okay, Danny baby, are you still here? I'm going to close the list now. So Danny baby, are you still here? Awesome. So I was with S, the Pisces, last night, and he told me he wanted to work things out with his son's mom. Okay. I wish he told me sooner, yeah, because he kept it from me. That's hard, Danny. Can I have a card surrounding what he feels towards you? Yeah. That's hard, Danny. Yes, I remember him. I remember the Pisces. These Pisces can be slippery fish as well. Trouble with Pisces is that they can never say no. Let's see what's happening. These, so I don't see this as being like baby oil on the floor. How funny. That's funny. He is bringing Knight of Wands energy, Danny, okay? So in and out energy, yeah. When I was shuffling the cards as well, I kept hearing, so this isn't the end, he'll be back. There's almost like a little bit of disbelief about what he's saying. I don't really believe the energy, like maybe that's what he believes when he's saying it and the intention. I don't know if he's saying it to hurt you as well or to create some distance with you. It feels like a not, like you say, slippery, you know, like a slippery fish energy. It feels like he is saying it for a reason, if that makes sense, like a double. He's not being straightforward with you exactly as why he's telling you. I don't know if he's saying it to hurt you or if he's saying it to, you know, that's what his plan was last night. Who knows what his plan is today. So he'll be back. His energy, if you will allow it, yeah. His energy, the Knight of Wands energy, is in and out energy. Danny says, what gets me is that she's cheated on him, said he's going to try for the baby. Well, okay, but tell me that from the start. Absolutely. But yeah, he's not being straightforward with anyone in this situation. I think he probably doesn't even know what he wants or what he believes. I think, you know, obviously with the Knight of Wands as well, there's an immaturity here, Danny, which is very much coming through. So there's this immature energy, and this is what you can expect from him, Danny. Now, if you want to stick around with that, I don't know. But Knight of Wands is that in and out energy. So this won't be the last of him. He will be back. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he said he's going with the flow. I'm sure that he is. It's this when it's like fun energy, isn't it? But it's not like reliable. And I guess this kind of player energy, if you want to call it, with the Knight of Wands. I don't see him really committing to anyone. He's not going to commit. I don't see him committing to the mum of his child. I don't see him being able to commit to you. Because, so just go into this, I would say, yes, I'm not mad, but I'm disappointed, sure thing, because it still hurts here when it happens, even if we kind of know what to expect from someone. Not surprised, but still hurt, still disappointed. But it will be up to you, Danny baby, about if you want to still continue to interact with this person and this person's energy. But just obviously have your eyes wide open. This is the reality, isn't it, of the situation? But he'll be back, and you can expect to continue to deal with this in and out energy. Which is fair enough if you're okay with that, you know, of it being fun and that you're still getting something out of it. But just know what to expect. Yeah. It's just hard when the reality hits of like when someone shows you who they are. I kind of feel like as well that he said it, I don't know, like if what the reasons behind this, but as well maybe saying it to have a jab at you in a way to hurt you a little bit as well, which isn't nice. Yes, Janavi, yeah. This fickle mind. Unfortunately, being a dad doesn't change that, does it, for lots of people? So, Divyansha, hello Divyansha, what is coming towards me? Just a general message, Divyansha, what's coming towards you next? Sure thing, Divyansha, very much so. Let's see what's coming next. Oh, Major Arcana, Divyansha, Temperance. This is so a card of harmony. When we see Temperance, there is a need to be patient and to be still. If there's a situation that has been in disharmony, yeah, you are free to restore harmony, to restore peace. So this can be internal for you, Divyansha, or this can be external. So tell you what resonates with this. Do you have a situation that there is conflict, there is things have got off track, yeah? And Temperance is about the return of harmony, but needing to be patient, needing to, I suppose, as well manifest and nurture that internal, that harmony, that inner peace and that harmony within you. This frog is like waiting and is not forcing anything to happen. It's waiting for the right moment. And before you move forward in this situation, Divyansha, you need to find this moment of stillness and peace first, so that you're coming from a good place, so that you know that you're making the right decision, and so that everything's kind of where it should be before you move forward. You can't move forward in conflict. It will just create more conflict. So take what resonates with this. If this is happening externally where you feel it, where it's like something feels like a bit of a mess and there needs to be this pause and stillness, or it could be internally, or you know, or both really. Internally, where things have felt very disjointed and all over the place. We need to find this sort of bring things back to ground zero, to stillness, to peace, and waiting and not doing. So stop the action, stop the doing, find the stillness and the peace and the patience, and wait for the right moment to move. Divansh, you say, I think it's internal harmony. Okay, yeah. Seeing the devil card here, which is about releasing thought patterns and behaviors that no longer serve us. So there's something connected to that as well, like those habits that you know aren't good for you. That's adding to the chaos, that's adding to the disharmony. Hope that resonates. Danny says, I don't mind, it's just fun. Yeah, but I don't want a third, fourth or fifth person. No, I mean, take what resonates. If you want to release that energy from your, you know, from your life. He stalks you too. Oh no, he always knows where I am. That's not very good. He wants it both ways, doesn't he? A little bit. So, is there anyone else? Is that... I think that's everyone. I think it is. Wants it both ways, yeah. Wants to have you all to himself, but he can be with whoever he wants. So guys, I think that's everyone. So thank you all so much. Lovely to see everyone and connect with everyone. Thank you, Jean, Danny. It was great to have you back. And for everyone who joined us, thank you, Janavi, as always, so much for your help moderating and with your lists. As always, it's an amazing, great help. But wishing you all the best for the rest of the day, evening, wherever you are, and hopefully that you'll have a good weekend. And I will see you Monday. So take care, guys. Love and light. Yeah, great to see you again, Danny. Thanks, Jolie. Thanks, Janavi.